Okay, now in this case, we need to determine the period of oscillation. So again, tau is unknown. For the simple pendulum shown in figure this, the bob has mass m, so mass is given and is attached to a cord of length L, and also L is given. Neglect the size of the bob here. So in this case, we need to calculate the tau or the period of oscillation here. So in this case, you can either use uh, the linear coordinates or rectangular or angular coordinates. So I think it will be straightforward to use angular coordinates here. So if you consider this pendulum here, and if we give it a small angular deflection theta, so we are assuming that angular deflection is small. So then the uh, theta dot and also theta double dot is in this direction here. So the angular velocity and acceleration is in this direction here. And mass is given. So mass is given here. So we know that weight is in this direction. So mg, and which we can split into two components. So one in this direction here and one in this direction. And this angle is also theta. This is mg cos theta and this is mg sine theta. Okay, so in this case, if we want to write the equation of motion, so again we will say that summation of all the moments is equal to I naught theta double dot, which is again the Newton's second law. In angular motion. So summation of all the moments about O is equal to I naught theta double dot. Okay, so in this case, we can say that the theta double dot is in this direction here, and this mg cos theta is creating no moments because it's passing through the O. The only force which is causing the moments is mg sine theta, and it's opposite to theta double dot, so it should be negative. So minus mg sine theta. So this is the mg sine theta is the force here, and because we are taking here moment, so then we will need to multiply with the moment arm, and the perpendicular distance from here to here is L. We will multiply with L here, and on the other hand side, we know that it's just a point mass. So the moment of inertia here will be m times L square and theta double dot. Okay, so in this case, because theta is very, very small, so if theta is very, very small, so we can assume that sine theta equal to theta and cos theta equal 1. So this is a common assumption in mathematics, that when theta is very, very small, so you can take theta sine theta equal theta and cos theta equal 1. So because this angle is very small, so we will take the sine theta equal to theta. So this will become equal to minus mg L theta equal to ml square theta double dot. So we just replacing sine theta with a theta. Okay, so then we can also cancel this L with this L here. And now we can simplify this equation. So ML theta double dot, and we can also cancel M here. So even we don't need M here. So L theta double dot plus G theta equals 0, or theta double dot plus G by L theta equals 0. And now if you compare, you call this equation 1, and you compare this with x double dot plus omega n square x equals 0. So this was the equation that we derived previously. So comparing 1 and 2. So then omega n in this case is g divided by L under the root. So this is our omega n here. And now obviously we need to calculate okay, so we need to calculate the time period. So we will calculate Fn. So Fn will become equal to 1 over 2 pi. We will divide this by 2 pi G by L. And time period is equal to 1 over Fn. So which will become equal to 2 pi L by G. So this is the time period in this case here. In case of simple pendulum. So as you can see, it depends on L and G, and it's not depending on M.